Patch highlights, new events, new soundtrack, new merchandise! Okay, finally, community events. Okay, this was what the two things I was hoping for that we'd actually get info on. Because I think they need to do more community events, and they need to do more merchandise. I'm wondering why they keep doing new merchandise with this. They need to change it up a bit. But yeah, I think these two are actually from the actual skins themselves. But it's not bad animations, like really good animations. Anyway. Can I jump now? One at a time.
Doctor, the live stream is about to start. We need you awake. Hurry, Doctor. Dr. Calcit will be very upset if she catches you sleeping here.
Calcit. I like Kelsey more.
Finally awake.
Kelsey's gonna be it for me.
Welcome to
Sorry.
the Arknights anniversary live stream. Huh? Why am I sitting here? You see, on this special occasion,
Ooh.
I, Amia, will be emceeing the stream. I'm a little nervous. It's my first time emceeing. I have Dr. Calcit's script though, so I should be okay. Let's do this.
What's with the top of their head?
Live stream of 2022. On behalf of all Rhodes Island,
It's not bad though.
Share this with you, Doctor. Thank you for your hard work these past 2.5 years. In the last 6 months, Rhodes Island sailed through mountains, coastlines, deserts, snowfields, villages, and cities. Just talking about it takes me back. Doctor, I beg your pardon? It'd be nice if we didn't have to rack our brains to figure out how to deal with all those crafty faction leaders. Oh, it wasn't really all that bad, right?
No.
It's true that Doctor spent several days in that detention center in Tikaranto before you turned the tables on Mama John's with illegal maneuvering. After that, Doctor went into the wilds of Sargon for a contingency contract, planning to fight against the Tiako tribe.
Yep.
And then there was the showdown against Dublin and County Hillock, and Doctor had to navigate the feud between the General Chamber of Commerce and the Adaptus Sprawi Deliwi in the Grand Knight Territory.
That's a lot to say in one sentence. Goddamn.
Assassinated by the Armless Union too. And in the end,
Looks like Blake.
Doctor even got caught up in the snowcap incident when you.
I will do that just to pick on you.
Year rag. But it's all thanks to you, Doctor.
You just gave me ammo, just to let you know.
Challenges one by one. Huh? You're thanking me for always being there too? I'm glad I could help.
Amiya, where'd you go? We're heading out for Hot Pot.
Oh, let go of me. I'm painting.
Oh.
Leave me alone. And Amy is busy streaming.
Nian.
Streaming? That sounds like fun. How come they didn't invite me, the hottest director in Lungmen? No, all of Yen.
So they've got Ian voices for these two.
Lame. I can't even be bothered to burn it.
What was that?
Oh, Miss Neon, the Doctor and I will be there as soon as the live stream is over.
Even more ammo.
Miss Neon is making her extra spicy hot pot again.
Anyway.
Sure to get some heartburn medicine from Dr. Calcit later, Doctor. Speaking of which, I can't seem to remember when Miss Neon first came to Rhodes Island. She's been our guest
Neon?
for a very
Is that actually how you pronounce it? Neon? Everyone calls her Neon.
His impression of Neon is probably that she's a huge fan of mahjong, hot pot, wrestling, filmmaking, blacksmithing, selling her videos, and so on and so forth. We can't exactly say she's not contributing, though Miss Neon is...
Who cares? She's British. Oh yeah, that is correct. That might be the British variation. You might be correct, actually.
Miss
So...
is a lot quieter. Most operators haven't even seen her. They're sisters, but they're nothing alike. Do you remember why Miss Dusk joined Rhodes Island, Doctor? Hey, Miss Nia didn't drag her here after blowing up her old home with a two-step firecracker. I mean, that's pretty close. It's not completely wrong to put it like that. Until not too long ago, Miss Dusk was still staying on Mount Huichi near Kowu City. She painted a landscape and hid herself away inside it. I was shocked when I read the report from Lava, but I'm sure you never could have imagined that this live streaming room was in fact painted by Miss Dusk herself. I'm sure you already figured, but the adventure we're going to talk about now has to do with Miss...
Yeah, she made it focus easy. Yeah.
What's the sci
Yeah.
for? This adventure takes place in the Shangshu region of Yen. I heard from our Yanese operators that Shangshu's city...
And she
lights
personally
are
made it
spread
easy for us. That's the thing.
They lead a quaint mountain life. The landscape that Dusk painted for us is one of Shangshu's 3 mounts and 17 peaks, too. And our very own Miss Cruz and Mr. Nothing also infiltrated Shangshu to further uncover the secrets of Yen hidden in the mountains.
I like how it's a recap. Because I think this does actually continue after that, so...
To speed on Yen's culture and customs, I invited a special guest who's lived in Shangshu for a long time to join us today.
And,
She's also an old friend of
Doggo?
Miss Neon and Miss Dusk's.
Wait, from Shangshu?
And it's somebody we know. Don't tell me it's her. What is she doing here?
I have come to see what my baby sisters
oh,
are up to
okay.
behind
Never
the
mind
curtain,
then.
of course.
I thought it was gonna be Doggo for a
Now,
sec.
Let us show the doctor what we got from Crew.
I always need to worry about supplies when Dusk uses paint unlimited supplies. Yeah? This is high quality AF. And it's decently long. One Punch Man Season 2? I think that's... I didn't mind One Punch Man Season 2. People went too harsh in Season 2, in my opinion. Can't wait to see more of this, dude. Because I'm really curious, suddenly. The music is pretty darn good. Damn, that was quite a dream, girl. Really now? I didn't expect there to be like a full-on city. Like I was expecting a fake city like last time, but oh. Huh.
Welcome back, Doctor.
Allow me to properly introduce Miss Ling of Shanshu Yen. She is Neon and Dusk's sister, and currently a guest of Rhodes Island.
Call me Ling. I do hope my sisters haven't brought you any trouble, Doctor.
Huh? Where'd Miss Neon and Miss Dusk go?
They probably don't want to deal with me. Let's not worry about them. It's been years and they're still like children.
Maybe we should go ahead and introduce Shangshu first.
Oh, December number 3.
Wow, this picture quite finely captures the essence of Shangshu. Shangshu, where the winds blow high and the clouds part to reveal the moons. This has always been a mountainous area. Normally, rugged terrain like this is unsuitable for the construction of nomadic cities. Amiya, I heard that the Kotta's homeland, Rimbiliton, has similar terrain. How do they do it?
Probably by digging up the mountains with mines? Rimbiliton's known for its mining industry.
That's right. That's how most people normally do it. However, the people of Shangshu couldn't let their mountains go.
Oh.
And so, instead of blasting
Isn't there
them
like
apart,
brothers
they
too?
chose a
Like
different
I kind of
course.
hope they do a
They built
brother.
their city
Like I actually
platforms
do
in
hope
the
they do a
mountain
brother
range,
next.
spreading them all across
Cause
the
yeah, I
land.
can take all the girls in the world, but like
Inside
get some
the
guys.
mountain range? That's amazing.
Indeed, the Yanese are not to be underestimated. Not once in 1,000 years.
Huh? Have you lived in Shangshu for 1,000 years?
I mean, I found myself a mountain peak and dragged myself to sleep, and when I woke up, everything around me looked completely different.
Well, so it is a
Do you
dude.
have any good booze?
Okay.
How about a drink together, Doctor?
You can't be drinking during this dream, Miss Ling. Especially not with the doctor.
You don't even know if the doctor's old enough.
Man lies drunk for countless millennia, and it won't permit me one farcical dream? All right, then. We'll talk about drink later. Cruz left me some special intelligence. Why don't we take a look together, Doctor?
You don't know the doctor's old enough. The doctor could be a 16-year-old. You don't know. If I was this ever, I was taking Ian so how to sort it too simply. White wine on their stream. That's obvious.
喜ばしいことだよね。
ストップ。仕掛けに触れちゃってる。
That's kind of obvious because I know how other countries are compared to Japan when it comes to alcohol, especially like content like streams and stuff like that.
昨夜キくんの夢を見た。いい。本当はキくんが私の夢を見ていたのかもしれないね。覚えていない？残念。あの痛快さを分かち合えないなんて。
Also, really nice skins overall, all around. Hopefully you've been saving your free summon skin stuff. Operator records, and boy, we have so much modules. Man, I would grab the apple juice, but
Oh, now that
That's
I've
a-
watched the video,
don't know how well that would work.
I'm more curious about Shangshu and what Miss Cruz experienced there. So let's have Miss Ling share the bizarre events that transpired in Shangshu. It looks like it was all because of that black goblet.
That's not all. There's also what this goblet rouses. But first, let's talk about the strange things that Miss Cruz and Mr. Nothing encountered. They were all everyday objects you use in your daily life, though by some opportune happenstance,
No
they
enemy
all became
spoilers.
what we call wergeists. First, they ran into
Sorry,
this
bro.
little one called Grindstone.
It looks pretty cute, and it reminds me of Miss Dusk's ink spirits. Would you mind going into detail, Miss Ling?
You can't compare wergeists
No
to
problem.
military critters with
I'll see you
sister
back in
rank.
maybe
Its
how long
artifacts
it's gonna
that
be.
have interacted with humans over the years. The wergeists do not disappear upon death. Instead, they leave behind their original forms,
AKA
to make their
Iridium
way
Dust,
to the objective.
but maybe worse.
Take this grindstone, for example. When this little one dies, it leaves behind 2 wooden seals, and these things are only defeated after they take damage twice.
Twice? Does that mean the amount of damage doesn't matter?
That's right, Amiya. This is the requirement to defeat them.
They need to take damage twice. That sounds like it could be hard.
Maybe you should take a look at this then. The inkwave formed by your run-of-the-mill paperweight. When it's defeated, it'll leave behind 15 wooden paperweights. And each paperweight...
Hey, did you build your
takes
shifts
3
yet?
attacks to defeat.
15! That's
Did you-
a lot.
did you build your
So that means
shifts?
We'll need to attack each of them 45 times. We'll need an operator who deals in rapid-fire attacks, like Miss Cruz.
Wow, Amiya, you've put it together really fast. That's right, operators like her will come in very handy here, though the enemy we have next isn't quite as easy to deal with. This is Fountain Boil. It used to be a teapot, and it deals arts damage now that it's a wergeist. When defeated, it even deals AoE arts damage, and more importantly, it
Wow.
slows our operator's attack speed.
Bro, they know what they were doing. Damn, that's annoying. That's gonna be annoying. But hey, did you build your
No,
shifts?
You're absolutely right. It's a teapot. And unlike the other trinkets we've talked about so far, the teapot needs 4 arts for true damage hits to take it down.
Arts and true damage. That's me. Too bad I couldn't go to Shangshu and...
Oh god damn! Okay, I didn't realize this was gonna be this cancerous.
Very helpful.
Right. They were a big help. Aside from all the critters we've talked about, there's also this big one.
What's this? That looks terrifying. Cruz and the other operators have to face something like this in Shangshu?
This is Sui Xiang, or should I say, our shadow. I'll save the specifics about it for later, but remember, when you have to fight it, speed is the key. Let's move on.
By the way, Amiya, you've received several new operator applications, haven't you?
Oh, so you know about that. HR tells me we got an application from you too.
Indeed, and aside from me, all the applicants who helped out during the Shangshu incident. Allow me to introduce our first operator, although you probably know her better than I do, Amiya.
Oh, that's Miss Cruz.
Cruz, the
That's
upgrade we
right.
needed.
Her title here is now Cruz the Keen Glint. She's one of the most reliable senior operators here at Rhodes Island.
It's just as I thought then. Her skills are the product of countless battles and extensive training.
Miss Cruz has really turned into quite the crossbowman ever since she became one of our senior operators. She even comes up with new combat techniques on her own. Her attack interval has been reduced, and she attacks with a 2-shot strafe now. What's more, after she attacks for a length of time, she begins attacking with a 4-shot strafe.
Now I see why they call her the Keen Glint. Her keen aim and that glint in her eyes really struck fear into all her enemies in Shangshu. Next, we have Black Knight, who we met during this incident. Black Knight is a 5-star high-ground vanguard operator, and she can summon a Slumberfoot to assist her in battle.
Oh, that's just like Beanstalk and her buddies. So, what can Black Knight's Slumberfoot do?
Black Knight's skill puts all the enemy units around her Slumberfoot to sleep, and her Slumberfoot can deal arts damage, even getting increased ATK against sleeping targets. It's a very
Ooh.
heavy skill. Next up, we have someone Rhodes Island has been working with for a very long time, and you could say he's one of the main players in this incident.
Someone who's been working with Rhodes Island for a long time. We work with a lot of people, though. Come on, don't keep us in suspense. Tell us.
He's Mr. Lee from Lee's Detective Agency in Lungmen. Mr. Lee is definitely no less impressive than Cruz. I was very impressed with his skills during the Shangshu incident.
I didn't even know Mr. Lee sent in an application. Really curious about his battle prowess.
Lee is a specialist operator, and while he's deployed, he'll keep consuming deployment points. And when his skill is active, his attack range, ATK, and DEF will all increase, and all enemy units besides his current attack target will get pushed away slightly. Aside
That's
from that,
insane
he's more likely
language.
to be targeted by enemies, while also getting a boost in physical and art.
That's like very meta language there.
Always impressed me.
Jesus.
I didn't know he was such an amazing combatant. Okay, we still have one last application. It's yours, Miss Ling. Would you tell us more about your abilities?
Of course, but once I'm done, you'll have to offer me Rhodes Island's private reserve of liquor. On a whim, I applied to be a supporter operator, something like a summoner, and this is my greatest skill.
Is that a dragon? You can summon dragons.
Well, I am Nian and Dusk's big sister. My summons are called Thunders, and they have a special ability. They can fuse together.
Yep.
When two regular Thunders fuse together, they take a superior form. The important thing, though, is that once they're fused, they will take 2 deployment slots.
Thank you for your introduction, Miss Ling. I can't wait for Cruz to get back. I have so much to ask her. Speaking of which, how come we still haven't heard from Miss Cruz?
About that, let me explain. Cruz is finishing up her mission in Shangshu, so she's still on deployment. That said, you can help Cruz finish her mission, Doctor. Help her get back to Rhodes Island with all due haste.
We are all counting on the doctor then. Now, let's set HR aside and appreciate Miss Closure's work at the Procurement Center. We've got lots of wonderful rewards and resources for you to take in exchange for helping out with this special operation in Shangshu, Doctor.
Oh, do we have any fine wines, perhaps with some particular pairings?
No wines allowed here, sorry. But now let's see what Closure has in store for us. Doctor, to make sure you get all the help you'll need during this operation, Miss Closure worked really hard with our HR personnel in Rhodes Island, Shangshu, and all across the world to come up with this collaborative project. It's called Unstrained Liquor Pellucid Heart.
I didn't expect Closure to be so competent.
That's right. Miss Closure's actually very dependable when she takes things seriously. First,
Yeah, if there's dollar signs, she does.
Free singing while drinking headhunting permit, Doctor. You can use this on a free 10 roll during this limited battle.
Usual limited stuff
You'll
here.
be able to recruit all the operators you need to strengthen your team.
Singing while drinking? Now that's an intriguing name. Whoever it was in procurement who gave it that name has an archaic taste.
We have Miss Closure to thank for all of this. She really put in a lot of work just to prepare it for us. And what's more, let's
free daily.
Closure also got us a free daily headhunting pull. During the event, the doctor gets 1 free pull from the Unstrained Liquor Pellucid Heart limited banner every day.
Every day? That's awfully generous for Closure.
Yep, every day. It's the anniversary. Miss Closure said she'll take care of everything. It's her way of thanking the doctor for being such a great patron of the procurement department.
Wow, that's so charitable of her. In that case, perhaps she can write off the tab I've been running up with my liquor runs.
Miss Closure did actually get back to me on that topic, and she wanted me to make sure that you were crystal clear on this. You owe every last cent. Her words.
Well, that's a headache. I suppose I'll need to find some way to get on her good side.
If you become a regular customer, you'll definitely be on Miss Closure's good side. Besides, she's actually very generous with her customers. And this event is no exception. She has an all-new sign-in event prepared for us at the procurement center.
Just a lot of free rewards.
Every day
And it's gonna be good for new players to get going. Like, if you're a new player, From what I heard last time
What rewards we have here.
in Neural Alter and stuff like that, supposedly it was so good people got several E2s and 6 stars, 5 stars, and 4 stars. So I'm expecting kind of a similar thing. Like, they're gonna give enough rewards that's gonna be really good for new and veteran and old players.
Looks like Closure knows the doctor's needs very well. This Ginny's styled Sipao outfit. Where'd she get it?
Nice.
Indigo. It is a nice skin.
The Procurement Center is also working with the people of Yan and Shangshu. We have some distinctive Yanese and Shangshui outfits order-made for some of our operators. We'll find out more about these outfits in a moment. There's another part to this collaboration with Yan, and that's the special event they prepared for Rhodes Island.
So, there you go.
Lucky Strips.
My, I didn't know Yen was flexible enough to do such collaborations. Looks like a lot has happened over the past few years. What are these lucky strips about?
I'm sure the
Pretty
doctor
much a
is
certain
already
amount for
familiar
free,
with the Lunglin
and then it
lucky
gets
strips.
better over time.
Since Miss
If you don't get
Lynn
lucky
came to Rhodes
enough.
Island, let me explain. During the event, the doctor selects 2 lucky strips each day to obtain a rundum. Each strip awards a random number of a rundum. 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, and 800. And the doctor...
What about 700? Shouldn't there be 700? 600, 700, then 800?
If the doctor receives less than 400 rundum that day, an extra strip can be drawn the next day. You can draw at most 3 strips a day, but that number doesn't stack. Remember to try your luck at the lucky strips every day, Doctor.
This is some good stuff. I'll have to try picking some strips myself. Then I won't have to worry about coming up with booze money anymore.
Miss Ling, you certainly have a way of guiding everything back to your hobbies. You, Miss Neon, and Miss Dusk are all such different personalities. You're equally persistent about the things you like.
Of course. We're sisters. Actually, that's not quite right. I'd say this is something they picked up from me, their big sister.
I kind of feel like we'd better not let Miss Dusk or Miss Neon hear that. Right. Aside from the Lungmen Lucky Strips, to celebrate our anniversary, Rhodes Island has also prepared a special gift for the doctor. Ta-da! To celebrate this anniversary,
Login reward stuff. Oh, no, yeah, that is.
And no need to worry, Doctor.
Because I think
Already talked to Mr. Emperor. It's all being delivered Priority Express. I'm
today?
sure you'll have your hands
I think
on
they already
it
got
by
it. I
the
think
time
that's what it
the
is.
over. As one of
Yeah,
Rhodes
live stream's over.
Island's most
Yeah.
important partners, Mr. Emperor also asked us to advertise his company's services on the stream. Penguin Logistics, we live to deliver. Make the smart choice, the Penguin choice.
Sounds like competition between businesses can get quite fierce. I wish you luck, Doctor.
Right. We mentioned earlier that the Procurement Center ordered a lot of custom-tailored Yanese outfits as part of our collaboration with Shangshu. Why don't we take a look at them together? We've ordered outfits for Miss Dusk, Miss Feeder, Miss Indigo, and Mr. Nothing. They're all designed according to Yanese sensibilities and Shangshu's latest, hottest styles.
These outfits all have a traditional Yanese flavor to them, too. I never expected Dusk would agree to have something tailored for her. I thought she wasn't interested in anything but painting.
Oh, Miss Dusk actually participated in the making of the outfits, too. Though I'm not sure we can actually call that making. Once she saw the draft, she took to her brush and painted it instantly into existence. She even helped polish Miss Neon's outfit while she was at it.
Oh yeah,
That is interesting.
because they give
Seems
animation.
Dusk has figured she can do much more with her brush than just painting. The tip of one's brush has the power to touch upon all manner of worldly matters. She's much less of a shut-in now.
Miss Dusk has certainly been changing, bit by bit, ever since she came to Rhodes Island. But judging by the look of her, I guess she still wasn't entirely up for wearing that sipao. But she still went along with it. I think that means she likes the outfit.
Of course! She never paints anything she doesn't like. And that looks like the same old Nyan. Look at her expression. You can tell she's up to no good.
just like always. No wonder Dusk would rather hide in her paintings than deal with Nian.
Miss Ling, we're still alive. We would appreciate if you could deal with your family issues after this stream. Oh, right.
But yeah, really nice animation. Let's be real here. Really nice. Like, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Take a look at this, Doctor.
Shangchen Tea House? Oh, looks like a fine place for tea. It does have a Shangshu scent to it. The Shangshuites love setting aside a day together with friends. They settle into a tea house and sit there chatting the day away, all while sipping a nice pot of noon tea. That's what you call a good life in Shangshu.
With this furniture set, the Doctor and our operators won't need to go anywhere. They can get a taste of Shangshu's culture and customs right here at Rhodes Island. Miss Feeder and her friends already tried it out. She sent me a video just now. Let's take a look.
Whatever will I do with you, Dusk? Sitting in a delightful tea party looking the very picture of misery.
Oh, maybe she's not used to wearing heels.
Ooh, looks like Feeder's having a feast. Those dishes would no doubt pair well with wine. Makes me want to share a few drinks with her.
You should definitely try inviting her next time, especially since both of you are from Yan. With that gregarious personality of hers, I'm sure she'll take you up on it. Last but not least, aside from the furniture, the procurement center also has some brand new resources in store for you, Doctor. First off are the Shangshu Sightseeing Pack,
Obviously.
the Rhodes Island Resource Pack, and the Rhodes Island Upgrade Pack. The Shangshu Sightseeing Pack and Rhodes Island Resource Pack.
Pretty much, yeah. You want to get instant stuff done and going? Boom.
Permit and other resources. The Rhodes Island Upgrade Pack comes with a random.
Are they gonna do a 6-star guarantee? Because I know a lot of people like that.
Skill summaries. You can purchase them as you need them. Aside from these 3 packs, the Procurement Center and HR also work together to bring
Bro!
the Rhodes Island Headhunting Pack.
I mean, this is not bad, but it's like, hey, you want a random 6-star? You get juice?
Of your choice. And you're guaranteed to obtain one of the 3 senior operators in the pool.
Yeah.
This does look like it'll come in handy.
I think the Serta one,
Rhodes Island Headhunting
probably the
Pack
best one,
only
especially for
provides
IS.
once, though.
Like,
And
Ak and Buff,
you'll be able to change
Serta's good,
whichever
Aketo's good in
you
IS.
So
That's a good one.
hopefully
I think that's probably the best out of them. And they have at least one good for each, but I think the best value is the A one.
Special pack. This pack includes Originite Prime, a random, a 10-roll headhunting permit, and furniture parts. It's the perfect pack to buy if you're running short on resources.
I'm absolutely dazzled by all these packs you have on offer. Looks like both procurement and HR put in a lot of work to put together such a fine collection of resources.
We have Miss Closure to thank for that.
I can talk about the other ones, but I feel like A is the
Even
best.
counting, I'm starting to get thirsty. How about you, Amiya? It just so happens that I brought some fantastic liquor with me. Would you like some to quench that?
Yes. So this is what I was talking about, the chat interaction.
Is that so?
When consumption of alcohol in public places is not allowed on the ship. Please report to the medical department if you find any rule violation.
We're still live, Miss Ling. No drinking. How could you do that in front of our audience? Besides, Dr. Kaltsit has a rule. Anyone caught drinking in public and is photographed doing so will be subject to punishment. Ah! Doctor! What is that camera for? Put it down.
Rhodes Island has some pain in the neck rules. Kaltsit is really stuck up to.
Kaltsit?
I've walked this world for so long, but I never can get used
Kaltsit?
to it.
Kaltsit? Okay, that's actually perfect. That's actually a perfect name, knowing people who like her a lot. It's actually pretty good.
Dr. Kaltsit caught Blaze and some other operators drinking.
Kaltsit. It sounds like Kaltsit. And it's like,
To the deck and left them out there.
and then you now changing it on us?
Dr. Kaltsit can be very strict.
Is Kaltsit Kaltsit? What's next?
Never knew
Kelsey?
Kaltsit was so dreadful.
Oh, right, that reminds me. Aside from the special events the Procurement Center and HR are holding, we'll also be running a community giveaway event.
Ooh, let's see what prizes we have here.
Ooh.
To celebrate the anniversary, we'll have all these amazing prizes.
Okay,
for
rabbits. Random character painted grass charm. Such already or random character metal pin. So is this gonna come to the merchandise stuff? I'm really curious.
Think of this stream with the special tag you see on the screen during the event period.
I'll make sure Nyan and Dusk do their part with me.
We hope you'll all join in on this giveaway.
Ah, this brings me back. I wonder when was the last time I had so much fun. Ooh, I find the mood inspiring me to write a song for the doctor.
Now that you mention it, it seems a lot of our operators are very interested in your songs and poems. Even if most of us don't really understand the classical Yanese poetry form.
I heard Rhodes Island has a habit of working with musicians. I even brought a song with me all the way from Yen. This song is quite different from anything else you've known. In particular, the traditional Yanese instruments that strike up in the middle are the highlight of the song.
In that case, let's all enjoy this short teaser produced by a group of talented musicians and artists.
Okay. Okay.
It's such a short clip, but I could feel the artist's passion. I'm really looking forward to the full version.
The full version will be released very soon. Stay tuned, Doctor. Come to think of it, you folks prepared quite a few fun trinkets just for the stream.
Oh, these are the limited time items that we've made for our operators and the doctor.
Ooh, you even have plushies of me and my sisters.
Okay. Interesting.
Too.
Neon and Dusk are both very popular here. The plushies even come with these bonus accessories, guaranteed to be both
Nothing crazy for me, but maybe for other people. I like this more.
Spidey costume for Dusk.
And
Adorable.
Spidey.
Miss Dusk would paint a seal and lock our shop up.
Spidey, did someone say body?
My sister's a stubborn girl, but that's what makes her cute. Wow, is that glowing originium? You sell some dangerous goods at Rhodes Island.
It's not dangerous at all. That's not active originium. It's just a model lamp. The lamp glows on the bottom, letting out a soft, warm light. It also comes with a little doctor pop-up that you can put inside the lamp, so you can feel
that's
like
kinda
the
cool.
doctor is always here with us.
That's the same thing you have in your bedroom, isn't it?
How did... No, I would never. Let's take a look at this brand new mug then. Our last mug.
That's kind of cool.
Very popular, and this is a brand new design.
Still have it up there behind the Originium pillow.
This incident.
The other one.
Got here, but I'm still
Don't know if I'll grab much of this, but it's okay. It's nice to see actual new merch.
Stained glass strap is interesting. The frame looks just like windows you'd find.
Acrylic holder for free? That's kind of cool.
Actually letting light through. Beautiful.
We also invited Madame Chan of Lungmen, and to make the straps even more unique, we prepared pendants that match the Yanese and Lungmenite aesthetics. They look exquisite, no matter where you put them.
They don't look bad at all.
We have
And then, of course, the
these
character middle
hugely
sets.
Popular metal straps. This time, the straps show 6 new operators going about their everyday lives. I hope you'll like it.
I probably won't worry about that either. Like, the pins that I didn't really worry about last time.
Oh, those are Nightingale and Shining. I hope your songs will bring all 3 of you together during your time here in Rhodes Island. All this
Honestly, I don't know if I'd grab much of the merch. Maybe the
shop and Twitter account.
tech things? I don't know about the light or anything like that,
Order my
but...
sister's plushies.
Oh, Ling, wait just a moment. There's a special surprise.
There's more?
To celebrate this half anniversary, we even have a special discount. During the first week of sales, not only will we have all this new merchandise for sale, there will also be a bonus discount.
Whoa, does this discount apply when buying alcohol?
Miss Ling!
All right, all
Okay, just to make sure that people know on Discord. Hey, here we go. Post it on Discord so people don't forget about it.
All right, I'll stop teasing. You take things way too seriously sometimes. You know that?
Sheesh, Miss Ling. Aside from all this new merchandise, we also produced a video based on the report we got from Cruz.
Oh, what is it? Let's watch it together.
So a lot of the same stuff, but similar stuff.
オリパシーの原因となるのもオリジニウムなんです。争いによって失われる命を一つでも多く守りたい。でもそれだけではダメなんです。オリパシーの治療法を発見し、争いの根源を断つ必要があります。その希望がドクター、あなたです。
Okay, I don't see an issue with that. Ike Blake was on some shit. Okay, like that's not bad. Like that, like, yeah, the graphics for like the PVs, that makes sense because it's not as long, but this, that's what I expect from the anime. Like, I think if people are expecting what was for the PVs, you're expecting too much. Okay? Just say it. Granted, yes, you can't set it too low, but like that's not bad. Granted, they haven't shown much, which makes sense. We have to actually see if it's actually good or not. This is just similar stuff, but there's some new stuff to it, and it's not bad. Yeah. Oh, that's all I need to say about that. That's like nothing too bad.
What a stunning clip. Is that one of those anime things Nyan talks about? You can make just about anything with those Originium arts these days, huh?
I'm glad you like it, and I hope you enjoyed the trailer too, Doctor. That's all we have for the Rhodes Islands anniversary livestream.
That's a celebration for ya. The fun.
They're still working on it, and they're still showing a little bit more, and that's fine.
Become a fond memory and help deepen our bonds, no?
So, Doctor, thank you very much for your attention, and we look forward to working together more in the future.
Phew! That wraps up the stream. Bye-bye!
Oh, before you leave, though, I have a special treat for you once Amiya's gone.
How could you do something like that?
Right then, Doctor. See you later. Goodbye. Another song, sublime and majestic. Doctor, perhaps you and I truly are as two entwined friends. Hello again, Doctors. I'm Denise, the English voice of Ling. I'm delighted to host the anniversary livestream as Ling, and I hope all of you enjoyed this special livestream format. A celebration like this doesn't happen every day for Ling. She lived in the mountains for so long, doing nothing but drinking and writing poetry. She's got that great writer feeling to her, doesn't she? Ling is a key character in both the upcoming event, Invitation to Wine, and all the business surrounding Nyan's family, too. You've got a lot of Ling to enjoy coming up. I look forward to working with you in the future, Doctor. I dragged my sisters here, too. Let's have them say a few words.
Ling dragged me out here, and I'm not even done with my hot pot. Have you eaten yet, Doctor? Celebrations like this are better spent around a steaming pot of spicy soup. Wouldn't you agree?
Hello, doctors! I'm Akira, and I'm the voice of Neon. First off, congratulations on Arknights' anniversary! Thank you for your love and support for Arknights. When I heard both Neon and Dusk would be in this event, I was really curious what the story was about. Neon comes off so cheerfully, but she actually gets pretty serious every now and then. I hope you all enjoy my portrayal of Neon. And finally, I hope Arknights will continue to bring you joy.
Dusk, stop painting. Come say something.
Okay, I think I'm gonna keep with the JP, because I think the JP also voices Sanya from I can't remember what the anime is called, but I'd probably keep the JP. We'll see about Dusk here.
Ugh, it's just an anniversary. Why the ruckus? And why did Neon put all these chili peppers in the hot pot? Happy anniversary! Hello, doctors from the Arknights EN server. I'm Aileen Mythen, the English voice of Dusk from Ireland. When I got the offer to play Dusk and started learning more about her character, I assumed she was a kind of lazy, cold, and introverted woman. But there's a lot more to her. She's very stubborn and opinionated, with especially high standards for her own paintings, which is kind of admirable, I think. When something to do with painting comes up, she's like a totally different person. She has such passion about her work and her paintings. I hope all of this comes through in my portrayal, and I hope you enjoy my take on Dusk. See you all in the game! Fine. I'm in the mood for painting to celebrate the occasion. Give me a moment.
Not bad. I think I might keep the JP for Neon. Ian for Dusk. Could probably go for CN for but then again, like the Ian is also really good, I think, for League. So we'll see. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more other voices, so we're gonna have to see the others. And I'm curious about the crew's alter, if the same voice actor will do it, because I like her a lot. There's some people that do and don't like certain voice actors, so it's a back and forth. Okay, I think this is kind of the end here. It's like 2 minutes. Okay, so we actually got the actual PV. That's kind of cool. I don't think there's anything else. So, thoughts, recap, shenanigans. Okay, so I don't mind the in-voice acting at all. Though that might be different for different people. Really curious to see more about the story. Nice to see that there's some new merch they did last year. I think last year's might have been better because the body plushie is just way better than the actual Dragon Sisters. I'm just saying. I don't know how I really feel. They don't really look that crazy or good in my opinion, but that's just me. I'll take a body plush any day. I got 3 body plushes. I'm not gonna grab the sisters. Just saying. The night light thing was pretty interesting, but I probably won't. I think out of all of them, it was those like keychain things. Not only the keychains, but you get my points. But overall, I'm probably not gonna go for merch, especially since I need to get myself a new laptop computer. But that's another story and another thing for another time. Nevertheless, there's also, you know, the actual event itself. And I tried the merch last year, and it's one of the main issues is the pricing. I think experiencing the pricing for CN versus EN, like, aside from shipping, like, the actual merch itself is not that bad compared to EN. Like, I probably spent over 300 for what I did, but I probably spend like maybe half as much for double or triple items in CN, depending upon the item, of course. So obviously, due to how things are in different countries and CN having a lot more cheaper stuff there due to how the economy is and all that jazz, obviously just way better for CN over EN. So they have to produce really fine quality goods that on the same level or above. And the pin, the amulet pin, the things, not the pin set, but the amulet stuff, I think is the best out of everything. The nightlight's pretty cool too. I would say those are probably the two best things. The pin sets, it's up to you, but I think the plushies are the worst thing out of everything. But that's just me. Like, just from what I've seen, plushies are the worst thing. I can't really say much else when it comes to that. So it's nice to see more merch, but I think the main issue is like we don't get continuous merch, and some of the merch is, for me, not as crazy. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna actually grab any of the merch. Also, there's the mugs. I forgot the mugs. Shit, I forgot the mugs. So there's also the mugs that just over my head. The mugs, I think, are actually the best thing, just from what I've seen. So actually, go back from all that statements. The mugs are the best thing. Then the pin thing set with the eclipse stand to it, and then go on and go forth. Yeah, the mugs, probably the best out of everything there. Characters, I don't know much to say because I haven't used them, but Ling with a module is Surtur tier, Chin Alter tier, so do not sleep on Ling unless you don't have her moduled. Then good luck, Fudger. You ain't gonna get a good experience from Ling. But yeah, that's just one of those situations where it's like you need to have to work on the modules to work on them, because summon supports are not going to ever get to the tier of Surtur or Chin unless they had a really good module and Ling got that good module. Remember, she also brings a module for her other operators of the same class. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that's something to note. Granted, I think McAllen already has one. Actually, I say that, but I think all the others already gotten one. So no, I might be actually correct there. Yeah, I'm definitely correct. I'm definitely incorrect there. I don't remember the others, but obviously Lee and his class got all modules, so that's pretty good, especially for Jay. I don't know what the module for Jay is, and I don't know if it's worth trying to go for it, but I guess that'd be a nice option for free-to-play, especially for integrated strategies. If I remember correctly, it's like maybe like one less DP. I don't know the exact amount for the modules, but that's really good. I think the modules for those characters are going to be really good anyway. I have used all three, and I haven't used all three because Lee is not in integrated strategies. He's not in the game yet, but I have used both of them. Temporary recruitment for Mr. Nothing was pretty rad with the specialist run I had, and I've used Jay before. I know a lot of people like Jay, and a lot of people are pretty much hail him as a really good-ass character. I'm not one of those people, but I can definitely understand why people value Jay a lot. Yeah, he's not as crazy. I think especially due to the DP loss, especially on certain maps, it may not be the best, but I can see him being useful in certain situations. He's not bad. I'm gonna say he's actually not bad as an operator. It's just that I probably would use other operators for specific situations anyway. But I could see some use. Like, Itagi and Jay. I think Itagi is, like, the only one I could think of 4-star wise. And I'm instantly think, oh, yeah, that's worth. Just because of the ability to kind of just solo a lot of enemies up to certain points. She's able to solo some of the mid-tier bosses to the mid-stage, midpoint of integrated strategy run boss. She's able to almost solo. I say solo, but it depends upon the relics. But even without boosting relics of what Taki does, Taki can almost solo some of the bosses. Depending upon the boss, of course. Like, I think she can handle. I don't know if it's E2 or not. It's been a while since I did that. I say well, it's been a couple of days. But I know she did really good against the bicycle dude and the infected dude. The infected dude she almost killed by herself. So, like, don't sleep. For me, don't sleep on Utagi. Utagi is actually pretty decent, in my opinion, as, like, a nice sort of read-to-play. I mean, she's not completely like a read-to-play operator, but you get my point. She's able to heal herself and do lots of damage. That's something that you have to be a little bit lucky with, or you have to use stun for red. Or you'd have to go to Phantom to do that. Gravel's not really much for damage. He's just there for bait and prolonging the inevitable. So I find that Utage is just the best in that world, even though she's not a fast redeploy. She's just, for me, the best in that world. Aside from integrated strategy run, because I could talk about all day about integrated strategies. Let's go back, because I know I talked about the merch, but there's actually one part that I want to talk about. When you're talking about the deals you can buy. Yeah, right here. Okay. So, I was talking about this earlier, and I was saying nay. And I do believe that, because, both of these two are kind of in this weird niche-esque area, because I think, sadly, Kyobe is Kyobe, but FE is still really good in terms of, like, the best core arts operator. Like, Kyobe is good for single, sure, but it's like, I noticed I don't really use Kyobe as much. And I tried using her in an integrated strategy run, and I remember losing. It's like, she's a niche in her own way. And honestly, I don't tend to, like, go crazy for her. It's like, I think Effie will do better in this situation than Kyobe. But nevertheless, I mean, yeah, that's all I can really say about these two. So Monarch is, like, the best one. So it's like, you got to consider that with these. Like, what's the best of the best? Like, I don't see much use for these guys as much as great strategies, aside from maybe Arknights, depending upon if you get the right relics. I could see her probably being really damn good, but that's a very niche, like, situation compared to this one, which is different. Mizuki, I could see being really good. I have not seen much for Blumshine. Blumshine kind of falls flat on her face a lot. I have not used her enough to appreciate her enough compared to other 6 stars for lots of reasons. Overall, like, Kelsey's probably the best. And you notice there's a kind of current trend. Like, they have one really good operator, and they have 2 possible quote-unquote suboptimal. And, like, comparing to the 3, like, I think Au's still best. Because you have one character that's just probably one of the best buffs in the game. You have a character that's probably one of the best 6 stars in integrated strategies, just due to how a lot of the artifacts works in at least integrated strategies 2. You could just go to another channel to talk about this before. You don't have to have me to talk about it. Yeah, but Akedo, really good integrated strategies. Even from my own experience, she's really good in integrated strategies. Do not sleep on Akedo. Or Archedo, or however you pronounce her name. And then obviously there's Cerner. Like, Kelsey is pretty bogs And I could say B is probably the second best, and then this be the third best from my experience. I have yet to really have a need or use of using Arknights in Integrated Strategies 2. I mean, if it was Fungamist, if it was Integrated Strategies 1 or Beta, because it technically was Beta, but people like to say Integrated Strategies is 2, but it's actually 1. That is probably the most biggest misconception. Is that it's not actually Integrated Strategies 2, but everyone keeps calling it that because that's what people think. It's actually Integrated Strategies 1. It's very complicated. I can talk about it all day. I can explain to you that it is actually beta is 1 because Fungamist was actually a beta. That's what they listed it as, but it just flies over everyone's head. That's again something I could talk about, and I could debate everyone about that and prove everyone wrong that it actually is the Greater Strategies 1, not 2. But regardless of that, Fungamist, she's actually really good in Fungamist, but not so much in Integrated Strategies 2 or 1. I might just call it 2 because everyone calls it 2, so people can understand that's 2. I could see Mizuki use, but it's like, out of everyone else, I'm just not going to bother. Granted, there's some really good relics that could work with his S3. So I wouldn't really dismiss that at all, because I could see really good use for Mizuki. I could, but it's a bit harder to try to, you know? Overall, that's how I give it. Like, if you get through everything, A is the best. Hands down. I'm probably gonna go for A. I am probably gonna go for A for sure. That's me anyway. It is a 6-star guarantee, but you can't choose it. And I know a lot of people are not probably gonna go for this one compared to the other one, because the other one you can actually choose which one. This one you can't. It's just a random, so it might not be the best for you. But that is kind of like my thought process when it comes to these 3, and what my perspective is. I think the best value is 1, just for those reasons alone. And it's funny because Arkedo went from like a weird niche crowd control to probably one of the best archers to use in a certain game mode, just due to how this game mode is. And I've actually experienced it myself that, yeah, I can vouch for it. She's really good at integrated strategies too. Do not sleep on Archedo. But yeah. I think that's all I can really say about 2.5, I think. But not bad. I mean, I don't mind what they did this time around. It's funny that they couldn't really pronounce it always Kelsey the right way. I know I keep saying Kelsey. I know a lot of like translation goes to Kelsey is how they kind of translation spelling of her name, which is rather interesting side note. That's why I say Kelsey a lot. Is that's kind of how the translation spelling ends up being, is Kelesey. Kelsey. Yeah, kinda. I probably mispronounced it, misspelled it. Whatever. But yeah, well, it's technically pronounced Kausit, but I hate it because it's like there's a zit to the end of it. It's like, bro, you're just calling her a zit. Just think about that for a minute. But then they had like a different pronunciation, like Cultsit, like. Now she's a cult. She's a cult leader, bro. So I laughed because it sounded like they were saying that she was a cult tied to her name because there was a cult around her, and I found that funny. Even though I don't think that was the intention, they just pronounced her name so much. Ugh. At times. But. I for those that are wondering why I have it as Kelsey, I think that just sounds better overall, and I think it actually works because there's a lot of names and a lot of pronunciation with its silent letters, so Kelsey not being the actual one is surprising when you take it into consideration, okay? With all the names and stuff like that, like Gnosis or Drag. for examples, two examples. That's how you actually pronounce those two. It's not Genosis, it's Gnosis. And it's not Kudrog, it's Drog. Yeah, I know. That's the thing about Arknights, is that there's gonna be a lot of that. Again, I don't think there's really much else to note about this. I'm trying to think of anything else. Merchandise is back and forth. I don't know if I'm really going to try anything with that. That's just kind of just how things are right now, and not as crazy as last time. I did like the scroll. I did like the plushies. I'm gonna grab 3 of them. One of them was taken away. One of them is being tortured over there, and one is right here. And I still have the mug. The mug's still pretty damn cool. I like what they did with that. And I like the mugs that they did here. They're not unique, but they're in terms of style, are pretty cool. So I'll give them that. Light was kind of interesting too, but I'd have to see more to really say anything about that myself. But overall, nothing too crazy. Similar stuff. I feel like they could have done a lot better in the plushies, but that's just me. You might feel different about that. And the whole like community stuff was during this event, and the Twitter stuff, normal stuff that they do. I kind of wish they did more of that. I know they used to do a lot more in the past, but they won't do it anymore. They stopped doing the video contests because there was a lot of drama with it. I feel like I think that's probably the main reason was there was a lot of drama and a lot of issues with it because a lot of people voted for content creators, not people just making videos for it and not being content creators. And there was this divide and there was this fighting because of it, and there was a lot of issues of actually good videos versus people just liking the content creator, not the actual clear itself. And that was a big issue, and I think that's the main reason why they stopped doing that. And I don't think there's going to be a really good solution unless they separate the two between content creators and, well, they determine content creators at this point, because I don't understand that to be an Arknights content creator, you have to be a certain amount of length and growth, and just, I hate that. I still hate what they did for the content creator program, and I think they need to do it justice, but they're not going to because they don't care. It seems like they don't really care too much anymore about content creators, about the content creator program, because they seem to be, and just how they've been with the community. And it's kind of sad to see. Like, I seen that as a downhill growth, especially from other games too, but I feel like it's a lot better in other games. It's not been as great for Arknights. It really hasn't been great for Arknights. And it didn't really help that they kind of botched it at the beginning for Arknights. I think it was the biggest issue. Like, they really botched it at the very beginning. I think did not do Arknights justice at all. And I know what they're trying to do. It didn't work at the beginning. And they tried to. They kept trying. But now they've taken the stance of what JP's doing. And it's a good. I think this is I think this is probably the best stream so far. And I like what they did. And that's fine. And I don't mind them switching between the two or making both, like both VTubers and normal staff. I don't mind that either. But yeah, I think a lot of the people and staff are just not used to doing it. So they're not used to being voice actors. They're not used to, doing content in front of people, so it kind of makes sense, aside from some specifics. And that was easy to tell last stream, compared to this one. This one is better quality in terms of presentation from the presentators. I'm talking about the Amiya voice actor and eventually the others, but there's also the Ling voice actor as well, and this time it was way better. It was the main character production was really good this time around, which is good. That's good. That's really good. We're heading in the right direction, and I think it's kind of obvious. It took them a while. because I think I think what they decided to do last stream and the past streams before that, it was obvious that they weren't used to it, and it probably wasn't the best idea. I don't know. I go back to that one and I think about that one, and it's like they definitely needed to do something. Just normal staff members, they're not best for video and stuff like that. Like, yikes! It was yikes. But obviously, content creators had better, production value. It's an issue. It's definitely an issue. But overall, not a bad stream. Stream quality was good. And it's just expanding and making it better, and that's good. I like what they're doing. I think I kind of gone at this point over everything. I'm not gonna go too much over the enemies and stuff like that, because that's gonna be when we get around to it. They didn't even mention when this event was coming out, by the way. Like, did they mention that? Is that tomorrow? Is that like end of July? They didn't really say, so I don't know. I really don't know. But nevertheless, here on forward, whenever the CN stream's gonna be, well, I'm gonna do it. Obviously, I'm gonna try to react over it. If they do announce it, then I will watch it whenever they have it. Aside from the CN stream, I guess we'll see when it comes to doing stuff. Until this event comes out, it'd be maybe integrated strategies, but I'm not going to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit of a break. I did a stream yesterday. I kind of want to just have a break for tomorrow. I'm probably going to do something fun, and I'm probably not going to worry too much about integrated strategies or Arknights. I might be farming in Arknights, but I won't be doing much for Arknights. Just because I've done so much integrated strategies at this point that I've literally done everything, and it's getting to the point where it's like I can counter pretty much everything and deal with everything. And I don't know, Ling and Lee is not even out yet, and I'm just like boom, 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 boom with the bosses. Aside from one attempt, several attempts with Phantom, especially the Calamity. Calamity difficulty is another story, by the way. Like, Calamity difficulty is definitely a different story. And we almost did it too. But if you have not watched that, go ahead. I might just put that onto YouTube, the very close Calamity run. Nevertheless, we'll see how things go. I'm probably just gonna try to unlock more collectibles and just get tags. I think I'm gonna get stamps for each of the classes. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. Looking ahead here. Aside from that, we'll see. It depends upon how the schedule is, what they're gonna be a CN stream, when a CN stream's gonna be, and aside from the CN live stream reaction, this is gonna be integrated strategies and invitation to why. Aside from all of that, I think that's all. Looking ahead here, unless I do something different, we'll see. I know I want to get to Fire Emblem, but Fire Emblem Warriors, it's gonna be a long time before I get back to that due to just integrated strategies alone. Just keeping me busy playing that. It's, yeah, I don't think I need to say much about integrated strategies, and you already know how I am and how much I played that thing mode. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. I am going to end the stream off here.